Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats, for the show tonight on Friday, the 22nd of January, is about to begin. In the show, you will see performing elephants and dancing snakes. We know that these animals have been trained to the highest degree, and please do not get worried that there has been no cruelty to ants. Thank you very much for watching. The show will shortly begin. Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Vobes One-Eyed Kenobi Showbie with me, Richard Vobes. Yes, hello and welcome. I've got these new headphones on. I don't know whether they're working for me or not, but we'll see. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, the 22nd of January 2021, and I am here in the studio, all on my lonesome Todson. We're down below, down there, looking after the show is Eric. All right, Eric?
That's right, sir. Yes, I'm all right down here, sir. Thank you.
Is it? It only speaks when I walk away, isn't it funny?
Yeah, it is very funny, sir. Why didn't you get on with it?
Yes, of course, over in Lancing, we have the very lovely and the very glamorous young Julia. In fact, she has been the star of her own video channel today. Hello, lovely Julia. How are you?
Hello, lovely Richard. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm very, very well. Oh, we might be getting double of you. Hang on a minute. I just need to sort of whiz one part of you down. There we go. Yes, I'm very well, thank you. Very bouncy today. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy boo. Have you done a great big poo? No, I did do one. Thank you for asking about my emotions.
TMI!
TMI! Glad to see you. So, here's the question. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Here's the question I want to ask is, who is out there in the land of?
We have the lovely Ernie Sammet, the lovely Elaine Whitelock, the lovely Vincent Quill, the lovely AABB, the lovely Rasputin of Artington, the lovely Kerry Baldwin, the lovely Station Master's Choice, the lovely Judith. I said Station Master's Choice.
Yes, you did actually say that. You said that using words.
The lovely Nigel Saunders, the lovely Robin Jones, the lovely Glyn Horton.
Oh, good.
The Green Man.
The Green Man.
The lovely Alan Sandell. The lovely Dave over yonder.
Oh, Dave.
The lovely Beachwriter 8.
Yes.
She's made it to a live show.
Who? Beachwriter. Oh, yes, excellent. Fantastic. Lovely to see you. Oh, am I getting feedback from myself? Uh-oh, Stengo.
We have the lovely Mother Nature, the lovely Phil Carter, the lovely Clive Waterfall, the lovely David Mills, the lovely Ron Langley, the lovely Eastbourne couple, the lovely Michael Thornley, the lovely... Ooh, it jumped.
Oh, God.
What did you do that for?
I don't know. I didn't do it on purpose.
The lovely Dean Cooper, the lovely Doe Merchant, the lovely... Did I say Michael Thornley or say
Yeah, say it again.
I said it again.
Oh, excellent.
The lovely Michael Thornley.
Yes.
The lovely Peter Coombs, the lovely Mike Stevens, the lovely Newt Cassiglas, the lovely... Robert Brailsford, the lovely Billabong O'Neill, the lovely Mark Burgess, the lovely Paul Cockrell, the lovely Ford Nutt, the lovely Ian Dance, the lovely Andrew Norris, the one and only, the lovely Dean Cooper, the lovely Jen Colley, the lovely Jeff Harrison,
excellent,
the lovely Linda Kane, the lovely Sensible Paul, and that's all we have for now.
Marvellous. This is marvellous. I've got a couple of notes here. Nika Suit Glass. No, Suit Glass. That's not right either. She said she was going to send me a video today about her reading a book or something, a poem in a churchyard or some such nonsense. I was looking forward to showing it on the show, but it never arrived. Have you actually sent it? Did you send it to me? Have you sent it to somebody else? Has it come? Is it coming in the post? Did you do it second class? Things we need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Things we need to know. Also, did you say that Jeffrey Harrison was there?
Yes, I
Yes,
did.
he's a horrible bloke, isn't he? He's an absolutely nasty bloke. Sent me on a wild goose chase today. He said, "I'll tell you what, Richard. I'll meet you in the car park, in this shady old car park under a tree." He said, "You'll recognise me. I'll have a Spivs hat on and a big moustache and this great big coat on." And he said, "I'll be there. Don't you worry." So I cruise along the A27 looking for his vehicle of expertise. I drove up and down about 16 times, and I thought, "Where is he? Where is he?" And I was in this dodgy old lay-by waiting by this old cafe, you know, on these sort of canal cafes, these canal cafes that are disguised as caravans that should really have been caravan. Eric, have you written the script wrong again? Anyway, there I was having a mug of tea, looking around for some shifty bloke with Harrison written on him, you know, he's like, you know, always. And he did. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got the wrong bloke. I think I'm talking about the wrong... Because I met Jeffrey Harrison. Was it Jeffrey Harrison? Yes. Yes, I met Jeffrey. He's a lovely bloke. He's a very nice bloke. My God, he's been scrabbling about in his attic just for me, looking for Super 8 or Standard 8 or Film 8. I don't know what it is. He's been looking out for projectors so I can get my home movies out and really bore people. He's got a big bag of comedy leads that looks like a large sort of pit of vipers. And also, he happened to have... Hang on. This. Oh, well, I've gone distorted. Am I distorted to you?
Don't think.
Oh,
so.
that's all right.
No.
I'm just very distorted in these headphones. I don't know whether these headphones. I might have to change them. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I just need to check.
Oh, what? Audibly distorted.
I need to put professional gear on. Oh yes, it must be these these headphones are rubbish. These little mini headphones. Sorry, that mini head.
This setup is too much for
Cool,
them.
blind. Did you get that? Did you get that? That woke you up, didn't it?
did,
Yeah,
I did,
yeah.
I did.
don't know what's that. Anyway, they're gone. That was a good idea. Nice try. But got a shot of it. Anyway, hang on a minute. I just need to change back to the.
Just before you do
Oh,
that, or
yeah,
just-
yeah. Sorry. Hang on. Yep. Go for it.
we have a few more stragglers coming in, but Skillet,
Skillet.
Skillet says, "Hi, you two, Theo and wife Udon, and 4 kids watching Dennis, Theo, John."
What?
Is that Brendan? I don't know how to pronounce some of those. Sorry
Right.
about that.
Okay.
But yeah, so watch your language.
Oh, sorry. So something in the 4 kids watching.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, very good. Yes, I better watch the language on tonight's show. Thank you very much, lovely Julia. So, so the lovely Jeffrey, he gave me this rather interesting and curious bag, which...
It's like a skate bag.
It does look like a skate bag. Well, you'll be interested to know that there is no fish in it. Absolutely no fish at all, not even cod. It might look like a cod bag.
Wah, wah, wah.
Did you just wah, 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 my joke there? I'm glad somebody did. So I'm now. The thing was, I said, you know what? These are fantastic. I'm going to use them in the video that will come out tomorrow on the Bald Explorer channel, which is a sister channel with a similar sort of bloke, but without sort of these stupid headphones on. And then I had parked the car next to a hedge where there was this rampant dog barking at me, and what I needed to do was leave the van there and escape because I wanted to. So in the end, I didn't use them, which is a shame, but I will be using them. So Jeffrey, thank you very much. So people might be wondering what the flipping heck has he got in there. And so inside, ladies and gentlemen, I've been moaning about trying to get a pair of these, and as if by the magic of science, we have here some binoculars. No, wait, these aren't binoculars. What is he doing? He promised me a nice, lovely pair of, no, he didn't. Walking boots. Or wellies, or whatever they are. So these are very comfortable. There's 2 of them in here, in fact, which is lucky because I've got 2 feet. So thank you very much. They're as yet unused. So I shall be wearing those in a feature film. A feature film. You probably want to see the other one, don't you? There we are. Look, that is it. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that's like the old magician's trick, where you put one in, and then you take the same one out and pretend it's another one. Well, actually, there we are. Look, is that proof enough? These are marvellous.
Yeah, all right, we believe you.
Yeah. So they're really nice, and what a lovely, generous, wonderful thing to do. And I'm going to look after them very, very carefully. So
Just so you know,
yeah, just so I know.
just so you know, folks are saying they can't hear me very well, and could you turn me up a little bit?
Turn you up? Cool, blimey. Right, okay, hang on a minute. I've got to work out how to do that. Where are you?
I'm here.
Yes, I know, but where in the desk are you? Oh, hang on a minute. You're...
also really funny.
Yeah, Jay, there we are. How about now? Speak now.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking
Oh,
now.
yes.
Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
I got you now.
Can you hear me at the back
Yeah,
there?
sorry about that. I did turn you down a bit. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. We don't have anybody, actually. Eric is just not really worth his weight in gold or in soup. So we don't really have anybody doing anything very technical on this show. It is sort of by the seat of your pants type of show, this. So if you need things to happen, tell the lovely Julia and we'll make it happen, won't we, Julia? What are you laughing at?
Yeah, we'll do our
yes, you'll do our best. So anyway, thank you so much for those lovely... Oh, they seem to have fallen down the pit of disaster there, but never mind. Right, have we had any exciting comments about the lovely boots that have been given to the Vobes, or comments about anything, lovely Julia?
AABB says duck boots, and what are they called in the UK?
Muck boots?
Duck.
Oh, duck boots. Oh, duck boots. Is that what they're called?
Duck boots, apparently, yeah.
With a capital D?
Yeah.
Yeah, no T. No T in that one. Tuck boots. I don't know. It's better than using another letter I could think of. But as you said, children are watching. We've got to be careful. No, I'm not going there. We don't go there. We don't do that in this show.
Yes, and we also have...
Yes, what? What do we have?
Seat of your pants, that would be a first, says Rasputin of Artington.
What does he mean by that? Did I say something about this? Oh, this show is done by the seat of our pants.
Yeah.
At least it's better not with our pants of our seat. Because I don't put pants on my seat. Imagine putting pants on a seat. I suppose that's like interchangeable things that you put on a cushion, isn't it? You can put an outer layer and then you can take the pants... Because you take your pants off and wash them, don't you? Well, I suppose you don't wear pants, you wear knickers. But men have pants.
Tend to put a cushion case or a cushion cover on a cushion.
Yes, I know. I'm just thinking it's like pants. I'm not saying they are pants. I don't go around in my house. If anyone came to my house, they wouldn't see a pair of Y fronts stuffed over some cushions. Although that's actually quite a nice idea. No, it's not. It's a rubbish idea. I don't know who came.
Josephine Suter.
Yeah.
Josephine Suter's being funny. She says, "Can you turn Julia? Can you turn Richard down slightly?"
Oh, right. Can you what? Yes, of course you can. No, don't turn me down. No, stop that. I can't. Nobody can hear me. It's an outrage.
Right, we'll turn you back
Yeah,
up
thank
then.
you very much. It's an outrage. Now, listen.
Oh, they're still asking for me to go up a bit more.
More?
Apparently so.
Okay, what about now? Keep talking.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Oh, I see. Hang on a minute. I can see why you're not there, because you're over here, aren't you? Try now.
How about now?
How about now? You're going into the red now.
Daddy Magic says, "This is James, Jeffrey's son. He's got me hooked on your channel since he first spoke with you."
James, Jeffrey's son.
Yes.
Oh, Jeffrey, what? Jeffrey Harrington's son, James Harrington.
Harrison.
That's the one I meant.
Yes.
So.
I know. You were testing me. I know. You do that a lot.
But wait. Let me ask this question: have they both got the same initials, JH?
Well, assumably.
Assumably. Is that a word? Wait, where's the dictionary?
So, yeah.
Can we check the dictionary?
Well, it
please?
is now.
It is now. Oh, yeah. So there we are. So any checks that James's dad gets that says, to J. Harrison for £45,000, James can go, "That's for me, actually," straight in the bank. How would they know? They wouldn't know, would they?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody else is called James or J. Harrison and you get a check in that name, or you steal somebody else's who's got a similar name to you, could you just put that in the bank? Would that work? Could you do that? Is that possible?
I don't know. I've never thought about that before, really.
It's a criminal mind of mine that is working there overtime, clearly.
Because when I married into the Hartley family...
Yes. Oh, my goodness. When I married into the Hartley family, it's like, not just marrying this man, but I'm marrying the whole family. It's like the mafia. The mafia.
Well, they are a lovely family, and
sure
I was
they are,
incredibly lucky to land them as such.
Oh, lovely.
But, there was already Julie Hartley.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And then their first in-law was Joe Hartley.
Oh, right. So there's another Joe Hartley.
So I'm Jay Hartley the Turd.
Jay Hartley the Turd. Hey, I'm the Turd. That's a big, fat, smelly one.
So, by that theory, I could take one of those.
Well, you could, couldn't you? All you got to know is do you want to deplete their bank account? And the answer...
No, nobody's got the money to be depleted at the moment anyway.
That's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame. J.R. Hartley. It's only your middle name was R. R for Richard. Richard is a lovely name, but unusual to give that to a woman.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeffrey could be a G, says Josephine Suter, I noticed. Yes, that could be yes, that's very true.
But it is a J.
But it is a J, because it's up there on the screen fool, coming on here, making out just because you chop sausages.
Don't call my Josephine a fool.
Just because she chops sausages for a living, I mean to say, it's an outrage. This is very nice. Fishing, anybody, says Nootka Seaglass. Oh, I got it right. So, Nootka, I don't know whether you got that answer that I asked you earlier. You said you were sending me a video of you reading something very interesting, but did she give us a reply?
She did give us a reply. I just have to scan through and find it. So keep talking.
Okay, I will. Once upon a time in the land of Dingley Dell, where men were men and women were women, and small furry creatures from Alpha Centauri were small furry creatures from Alpha Centauri. A little bit from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Found it.
Yes, right. Okay.
Thank goodness for that. Nootka Seaglass said at the Vogue show, I have transferred the video, but I am transferring it again.
Oh, right. Yes, because I think at the last couple of videos that you sent me, I seem to have not got. Are you putting in richard@vobes.com, or are you sending them to richardgear. Whatever Oz is? Was Richard Gere in Australia? Was he? Was it Richard Gere who did the Flying Doctor thing? Was that him? He did something like that.
No, don't think
Which
so.
was the Richard?
He was in Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman?
Pretty Woman.
Who was in the other film, the sister film that didn't go so well? Ugly Bloke. That would have been a good one. Who would you cast as Ugly Bloke in a film that was a sequel to Pretty Woman?
That's a mean thing to be asking.
I know it is a
though,
mean
isn't it?
thing, but I am a mean person. Anyway, shall we show a video? We've got some videos. We haven't got very many in tonight's show. I put out some hints and tips, and I think that obviously frightened everybody off. To be honest, they went, oh my God, it seems so complicated. What are you going to do? Turn it on? How do you do that? I've never worked that out. Turn it on. Oh no. I'm taking a mickey. But we do have some...
Good at it.
We do have some art as well. But we're not overwhelmed, so we're going to have more phone calls, which we will open up the line. So let's go into the video box and see who is there. Who's there in the video box? Who? No, not the doctor. Not the doctor.
Damn!
Yeah, damn, the baker's son. Oh, there you are. Look, you've turned into a little midget again. How do you do that? Oh, there we are. She's got a squeaky chair, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I could do it. Oh, I can. Right, so on the video tonight, we have 3 wonderful videos, and I can tell you in reverse order who they are. And so going on the last one first was Ernie. Is that how you do Ernie backwards? Anyway.
I'd need to see.
I've got it written down here as Ernie's Garden Surprise. That sounds nice. Now, remember, Ernie Sammet is down there in Dorset, not in Devon, as I've often made that mistake. And I am desperate. I've always been desperate, but I am desperate to get down to see good old Ernie down there in Dorset. And as soon as the restrictions are lifted, I'm going to get in my van and cruise down to see him.
Get down on it.
Yeah, because he's a nice bloke. And in his garden, from time to time, things just pop up from nowhere. Now, you know, down in... there used to be the... I think it was the Bodkin... Was it on the Bodkin cats or something? Do you remember those?
Bodmin Moor?
On Bodmin, yeah, but they were the cats. These mysterious...
Yeah,
the Beast of Bodmin. Thank you very much, lovely Julia, coming to my rescue again. The Beast of Bodmin, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you've got to get out of that frame of mind for this. They have the Sasquatch, or whatever it's called, in the North Americas, don't they? The Sasquatch. Yes, him. Big Daddy, or Large Foot, or whatever his name is.
Bigfoot.
Yes, Bigfoot. Yes, you have big.
You're just doing it to make me feel good, aren't you?
And you have the Loch Ness Monster up there in Scotland. The Loch Ness.
The Loch Ness.
Oh, the Loch Ness. Look nice. It's the Loch Nice monster. Have you seen the Loch Nice monster? He's like he's turned. He's sort of, you know, he's got one of those. He's been watching those beauty YouTube videos, so he goes on there. The Loch Nice monster now. He used to be in the, you know, that horrible sort of like lots of hoops and things on his back, but he's got that out. He's put on a bit of makeup. He's got a bit of plastic surgery on, and now, oh, hello, I'm the Look Nice monster. Nice, I am. Yeah. Hello, do you want a picture? Yeah, come put your arm round me, because I got no arms, so I'm armless. So I'm nice. Yeah. Anyway, so we could expect anything in Ernie's back garden is what I'm trying to get to for this video. So please prime yourself. And if anybody out there is of a nervous disposition, I please ask you, try and sit still, get somebody to strap you in so that you don't move suddenly and fall out your chair in huge surprise, because this is...
Onto your hat.
yeah, this is quite a shocker. So, over to Ernie in the garden there in Dorset. Take it away, Ernie.
Hi, Richard. A lovely sunny day today. Look what came into our view this morning.
Now, I know people are saying, where's the sound? But there was no sound on the video. There was no sound on the video. Well, if there was, Ernie, you need to tell me, because we got the beginning of it and then the rest was just the view. So, but anyway, that's how it came into me. That's how I witnessed it. So, is that right, Ernie? But yeah, how about that? It was a shocker, wasn't it? God, blimey. Were you shocked? You need to unmute yourself, lovely Julia. Bummer, she says.
What a beautiful bird, though, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely beautiful.
I've had one land in my garden before, and it shocked the heck out of me. I got back from the school run.
Yeah.
I went into the laundry room, and glanced out the window, and I was like, "What? It was just sat there on a. I had an old wardrobe set out there, and he was just on top of it, staring at me like, where have you come from? It was funny. But, oh my gosh, so beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah, so how about that? There we go. That was fascinating. I hope that you can unstrap those of the timid disposition now, take them out, probably put them in front of a coal fire with lots of fumes going over them just to wake them up. It's like Epsom salts or smelling salts. Has anyone actually smelled salts? I've smelled salt. Didn't make me do anything. They talk about, giving people smelling salts. I've sniffed all sorts of table salt, rock salt, bar salt, vinegar. Yeah, none of it helped. Anyway, so that's our first contender, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Ernie. I'm looking forward to coming down and having a pheasant time with you, and enjoying some fowl. Is it fowl? What do you call that stuff that you game? A lovely bit of gamey. Not that I'm into game. Now, Josephine Suter was probably sitting there going, ooh, getting a bit excited there and fingering her knives, ready for the old. What are you let me eat? Straight to. Hang on. What do we got?
Mother Nature says, still pheasant shooting season here, sadly. They drop out of the sky.
Do they drop in for a cuppa?
If only.
If only. You don't. The last thing you want really is them to land in your cuppa. All my tea gone. It's an outrage. Now we're going to open up the telephone lines, and we do that in a very special way. It's like that. Call the Vobes on 0793 474 6790. Not only the Vobes, you can call the lovely Julia, who is the star of the show. You can ask her 101 different questions about what it's like being in a video with the old Vobie, socially distanced behind the camera. My goodness, you should have seen the setup that we had. We had to have one of these Morrison's Perspex screens, which I nicked from the supermarket when they weren't. I put it back, obviously. So that it was all like that, and they had the camera here, and then all around was this massive, great big see-through screen. And so Julia could actually throw tomatoes at me, and I wouldn't get affected by any of it. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she says. Yes, she says. 0793 4746790 on any subject you like. If you're enjoying the show, give us a call. If you're not, don't. We only want positive things on this show. So that's all good.
Preferably.
Yeah, preferably. If you've got a question that nobody else has answered and you want us to find out the answer, the lovely Julia is actually a detective and she will go away and find those answers using her special I'm making this up. I'm just, so somebody will ring us.
Speaking of questions, the Eastbourne couple have just asked, Julia, just wanted to know why you lived in Saudi, just curious.
Yeah, why? Why did you live in Saudi? This is something we've never discussed on the show before.
Because my parents my dad took a
disliking to you.
Job.
Oh, no, sorry, sorry. Because the whole family was there, wasn't it?
Yes, the whole family.
Yeah, sorry, carry on.
My dad took a job over there in King Abdulaziz Hospital near Jeddah as an IT man, and because it was good money. Because honestly, the Saudis pay rather well for a specialised service like that. Well, and it meant that they were able to purchase a detached house in Titchfield Common. So
in England,
and they still have it. In England, yes.
So, so now here's the thing. Here's a very interesting thing. You said to me the other day, talking of Saudi Arabia and overseas and the Middle East and all of that. You said, "Here, I had a birthday the other day. Well, last month or 2 months ago, and very kindly, Dubai Dozen, David Chamberlain, he got in touch and sent you some presents, didn't he, for your birthday?
He did.
And you said to me, I feel guilty using all this stuff. We never see him. So I emailed him. I thought, yeah, that's true. I better check that he's all right because I know apparently there's a virus going around. Somebody's mentioned this once before on the news or something. I don't watch the news, so I very rarely know anything. But anyway, there's this thing. Apparently, it's like the Black Death, and people are dropping down like pheasants as if they've been shot out of the sky into teacups, which is a bit of a worry. If ever you fall out of the sky into a teacup, it could probably hurt. So I had to check with David to make sure that he hadn't fallen out of the sky into a teacup. And he said, no, I'm here. I'm just very busy. We're doing this and we're doing that and all the rest of it. Apparently, he came over to the UK. This is one of our lovely viewers, by the way. He came over to the UK for Christmas, and he's been living in Dubai for a long time. And he said, I came over to see my mother for Christmas. Only I didn't realise that, of course, Christmas had been virtually cancelled. So I had one day in the UK. Then he realised there was going to be this lockdown. He wouldn't be able to get out. So he got out very quickly. He said he came in, had a meal, Christmas dinner, gobbled that down, bit of Christmas turkey, pulled a cracker, and then mince pie in the taxi to the airport, and had to fly back like that. Sort of, terrible. And
fly in, fly out.
Yeah, fly. But anyway, he said he'd been meaning to get in touch, and he said, wouldn't it be lovely if the lovely Julia, and you, Richard, could come over to Dubai for a few days, and he said he would sponsor us to go. And I thought, that would be lovely. I said, because Julia would never be able to leave little Joe. He'd have to come in the luggage. And I said, I'd have to get a passport. My passport's gone out of date, you see, because I'm waiting for a British passport, even though they're going to be made in France. I want to get, so I've got one of those red EU ones that have run out, and it ran out a few years ago, and I thought, well, I never go abroad, so I'll just wait. I'll wait until they start making the new ones, which hopefully they'll start doing, and then I'll get one, and I'll have a proper British passport that I should be proud of, and then I'm happy to climb into an aeroplane. Lots of airplanes.
That's a good point, though. Joe doesn't even have a passport.
Well, don't worry. There's no rush. He said, can you come at the weekend? So I said no. But that was the offer. That's a genuine offer. So to go to Dubai. Have you ever been to Dubai?
No. Apparently I have, but it was very, very short. It was like a stopover.
Right. And the other thing he said is not only will he sort of put us up somewhere, but he will give us a driver to drive us around. I know. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Sorry, I have to do that again. Ow. That didn't work as well.
Second time round.
Shouldn't have
done it. So what an amazing offer. I've never been to Dubai. Has anybody else out there been to Dubai? I mean, I don't fancy living out there because it would be too hot and there's no greenery, but it would be interesting to go there. And, it's an offer you can't refuse, really, as long as the aeroplane is safe. I don't like flying. It's like fish. I don't like eating fish. Tell you something else that happened. Tell you something else. Change the subject just for a moment. Whilst people are working out how to dial a phone and ring 07934746790, has anyone been to the Middle East, anywhere in that neck of the woods? Be interested. Give us a call. If you've been anywhere in the Middle East, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Hong Kong, Italy, the Isle of Wight, Worthing, any of those. If you've ever been to any of that Middle East place, give us a call. The other thing that happened is Billy and his girlfriend Sharifa came back last night with a plastic bag with, guess what was in it?
I have no idea.
Crabs. And when I say crabs, I mean crabs this big. Frozen crabs, that big. I've never seen crabs that big. I said, where did they come from? And they said, oh, probably, from the seafront here. And I said, oh, these are big though. They said, yeah. I said, do they grow that big? Because, here, locally, because we don't, whatever, I thought they must come from foreign climes. And they said, no, these are local ones. They're great big crabs. So, frozen. Anyway, I looked at these things. They put them in the freezer, and they're going to cook one or two of them tomorrow. I'm going to make sure I'm out. I don't like fish. I don't like seafood. I can't bear it. Even the look at them was scary. And I said to my son, Billy, whatever you do, don't put that in my bed. He said, "It's what? What do you think we are? The Godfather?" I said, "Well, what happened in the Godfather?" Apparently, a horse's head was in the Godfather in the bed. I still
haven't seen that film. I don't think I ever will.
No, I haven't seen that film. It's a film that doesn't appeal.
Is that the same film where
what titles at the beginning and at the end? At the end, Boil the Bunny? No, that's a different film.
That's a different film.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one.
That was with Glenn Close, the Boiler Bunny.
That is it, yeah.
Fatal Attraction. I did see that. Fatal Attraction. Do you know, when Fatal Attraction came out and I watched it, I thought, God, what a hackneyed, cliche film. And, of course, it became a very hackneyed cliche, but it became the sort of one that, Bunny Boiler and all that came from. But I remember thinking, well, this is a bit hackneyed, isn't it? Oh, could she put a bunny in the thing? That's a bit obvious. But apparently it wasn't obvious. I think I was just ahead of the game. And here am I on YouTube making this tiny...
Well, you do... your brain does run on another track,
That's true.
High speed.
Intercity 125. How are the comments going? Nobody's ringing in, so we'll get rid of the ringing in
Michael
business.
Thornley says.
Yes.
Michael Thornley says, I flew into Dubai when I went to Spain. Had a lovely fly over the city next time. Next time I will try and stay longer.
What, over the city? You're a bit stuck by the plane. Unless you hijack the plane and then go round and round, you can't make the plane just stay longer over it, can you?
No.
Good.
I think we all know what he meant.
We all did. I was just being silly.
Yeah, you're good at that.
Yeah,
you're good at that. We'll let you off.
Okay, thank you.
Mike Stevens says, I've been to Dublin. Is that close enough?
Yeah, Dublin. That's in the Middle East, isn't it? That's very close. It's overseas anyway, isn't it? You need a rowing boat to get over to Dublin, don't you? And you need at least two of you rowing at the same time, so you're both Dublin, the speed. Anyway, that was...
Dublin and Dublin, yeah.
Okay, keeping my mouth shut now. I've been to
Robert
Cyprus. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. You go.
Croser says, if my number wasn't blocked, I'd call. It shouldn't be blocked.
It isn't blocked. Have you got I haven't blocked anybody other than the nuisance callers. Are you a nuisance caller? No. Everybody should be able to get through unless your number is private. It has to come up on the screen, and the only reason that we ask you to not be a private number is because in the past we've had jinxers who call in, and mostly they have a private, the number that doesn't come up. And so we made it so that if you have a number that doesn't come up, we don't get it interrupting the show. And when we have had jinxers do it and they've shown us the number, then I can say, oh, here's a number that's worth ringing, and about 4 or 5 people will ring the jinxers back. By the way, talking of that, let me just, whilst there's a moment of pause, let me just tell you this little story. Once upon a time in the land of Vobes, there I was this morning getting ready to go out and do my usual, and all of a sudden the phone rang on my mobile. Now in the house here I have a mobile and a landline, but nobody rings me on the landline, only a couple of people really. And so what happened was, if I get a landline, I always assume it's either a cold caller calling up for something or it's a scam. And that's usually what it is. And I get a lot of those hello numbers. I don't know how they manage to keep going until I hang up, but they do. Anyway, today I got this phone call from this metallic sounding voice, and it said it was HMRC, the Inland Revenue. And they said, this is HMRC, there is a fraud on your account. You need to talk to one of our advisors, and if you don't, you will be arrested. Press 1 to talk to an advisor. I hung up because clearly it was a scam, an absolute easy and obvious scam. But I thought, my God, some people might be taken in because this is the time a lot of self-employed people are filling in their self-employment, self-assessment tax reform. Tax forms. I know what I'm talking about. I just can't get the words out. So anyway, so I did that. I'd done my tax form. But at the back of the head, there's always that sort of thought, well, it might not be a scam. Maybe there is a fraud on your thing. And but the tax people would not ring you and treat you like that. And they certainly wouldn't say if you don't get through, you will be arrested. But I thought a lot of people might fall for it. And then I thought, I know. What was interesting is it wasn't a private number. It was a mobile number that you could ring back. So I thought, right, okay, got a number. I'm going to go to the police fraud place and give them the number. So I went online, found the number for scams and things that you can send to the police, and I rang them up, and they said, well, because of COVID, everyone's working at home at the moment, and we're extremely busy, and we might not have time to take your call. And I waited there for about a minute, and I thought, blimey, they're not wasting any more of my own time. Thank you very much. I'm trying to do you a good job. And then they said, well, you can do it online, So I went online, and I had a look, and because they want all your details, who are you, what age are you, where did you call from, blah, blah. And I thought, no, I just want to give you this number so you could investigate it, because it's probably some oik somewhere who's trying to make a fortune by getting us to reveal our bank details or whatever through that. So anyway, that's my little story. I'd like to know, have you out there, anybody, had any scams? I'd like to, get these out and told. If anyone's got any scam stories. What do you
Five people have already said they've had the same exact call.
Have they?
And 6, me.
And you as well.
Yep.
It's scary. I mean, immediately, as soon as you hear it's a mechanical voice, you think anybody official is not going to talk to you like that, because they're just not going to. It's not going to happen. But there will be people, perhaps foreign people, who've only worked here for a couple of years, who are not used to the system, from overseas or whatever, who've legitimately come and they've got a job and they've got a family and they might be a taxi driver, whatever it is they do. And then they get that call. They might end up. This is what I feel is so awful about these bloody scammers. I would like to see them hung, drawn and quartered by the nostrils, because there's children watching. We could have that much more severe, but the nostrils will do.
Yes.
Need to report to Action Fraud, not the police. That's who it was, Judith. That's who it was. Action Fraud. I'm sure it was, because it was on the. I did a search for sending it to the police, and Action Fraud do it They do it on behalf of the police, and they're the ones that said, sorry, we're doing. All our people are working at home at the moment, and just give us your bank details, and it'll be all right. So I gave them all my bank details, and I noticed actually, funny enough, later that day, a lot of money had disappeared from my account. I don't understand it personally. But yes, I keep getting those calls, says Andrew Murphy. Robin Jones says, I had one from Piers Morgan. You had one from Piers Morgan? I don't believe that. Who watches Piers Morgan?
Where did you see?
Oh, there. Yeah, Robin Jones. Who watches? This would be an interesting thing. He's on, what is it, Good Morning Britain, isn't he? Piers Morgan. Does anyone actually watch him? Does anyone really believe anything that he says? I'd be fascinated to know who watches it. Nutka Seaglass says, here. Andrew Murphy says, I had one about loft insulation. Loft insulation? Blimey. I can't get into my loft. Fiona Cooper says we get them from Amazon. Oh, yes, Amazon. Your Amazon Prime is about to. They say that it's going to be recur. What is it? Renew, rejoin, What is it when you has it? It's going to be done again. Whatever it is, we're going to renew. Your Amazon Prime is. Pardon?
You said renew as well.
Yes, your Amazon Prime is about to renew. In case you don't want it, and on the assumption that some people will go, "Oh God, I didn't know I had Amazon Prime. I better stop that." And they'll say, "Oh yes, okay, go through." I'm so sorry, it must be a mistake. Give us your account details so we can just work out who you are. Oh yes, 4941233060499163. Yeah, lovely. Sorry, Julia's just muted herself because I've gone off on one. Is that right?
No, I just needed to readjust my chair.
Oh, I see.
I didn't want to make this noise.
Oh, it's a lovely noise. Ed Wolf says, I got scammed by a bloke in Sheffield who used luminous pens to draw your eyes to his. Somehow he got a quid out of me. How does that work, Ed Wolf? How does that work? Luminous pens to draw your eyes.
Ed Wolf.
Beach Rider 2 says, I don't answer calls I don't know the number. In my phone, I have a photo of someone, even my doctor. She's put her dictator, but next to her number. Therefore, if I don't recognise them, I don't answer. Plus scammers and leave it to her. What about officials, though? If somebody official is ringing up from the police or something, did they? It's like, hey, this is Officer Dibble. Does Officer Dibble get through to you? Come on, TC. You remember Top Cat? Top Cat, he's the... Because I think they called it Boss Cat in America, didn't they? Top Cat over here. Top Cat, his friends get to call him TC. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. With, what was his name who lived in the tin can at the Barney? Was it Barney in the tin can? Okay, TC. Okay, TC. Oh, memories. All my memories have gone out my head. Piers Morgan loves the sound of his voice. Yes, can you imagine anybody wanting to love the sound of their voice? Can anybody imagine?
Cannot imagine.
Can you? No, exactly. I couldn't imagine.
Billabong O'Neill says, who's Piers Morgan?
Yes, who's Piers Morgan? Someone Pierce Morgan. That would be good. Choo choo. Benny. Oh, Benny. Yes. Okay, Benny. Okay, TC. Who was the very thin? There was a very tall, thin cat that was. Okay, TC.
I don't know.
Hey, Top Cat. Officer Dibble. Oh, I can't think of enough dialogue for it, but they were great. I used to love that.
Benny and Brains says Jeffrey
Brains.
Toots.
Yes, Brains was the thick one, wasn't he? Okay, there, TC. Deputy Dog. Do you remember Deputy Dog? Deputy Dog. Oh, okay there, Muskie. I think it must have been the same bloke that did about 4 different of those Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Because you get the same voice. Oh, okay there, Muskie.
Yeah, you do tend to get when you get a really good voiceover actor or voice actor, you tend to hear them come again and again.
I would love to have done that. I'd love to have got a few cartoons where I could have been different characters. I say, I'm so sharp. I've got to go in there. I don't know. I would have been quite jolly at that. I like all that sort of stuff, you sure. He did the Flintstones as well. There we go. Robert Croser. Scooby-Doo.
That's cute.
Top Cat was Bilko and Benny. The Ball was Doberman. Oh, okay. Fancy and Spook were the other cats in TC's gang. Gosh, amazing. We've gone from scams to TC's gangs. And Rick Gordon says, I have an app on my phone called Should I Answer, which recognises dodgy numbers that others have reported. That's good. I like it. I like it.
My phone does that.
I like it, Mr. Summerby. I like it. Anybody know where that's from? That's a quote. We did that once before and people did get it. Do you know where that's from? I like it, Mr. Summerby. I like it.
Nope, I got no idea.
No. Somebody might get it. The Hair Bear Bunch was another cartoon. Oh, yeah, the Hair Bear Bunch. This means nothing to you, isn't it? These are American cartoons that I would have thought would have been on telly in Saudi Arabia when you were a little girl running around.
Yeah, strange.
On the buses, says Robin Jones. No, not on the buses. I like it, Mr. No, that's you're thinking of Blakey, aren't you? No, not him. Somebody will get it. It was children's television. 1970s children's television. Wacky Races. That was another good one.
I love that.
In the Wonderland Zoo. Yes, that's true. Roadrunner and Honky Tonk. Here we go. We're getting them.
Hong Kong
Phooey. Catch the pigeon.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Catch the pigeon. Nab the pigeon. Grab the pigeon. Wacky Races. No one's quite got that. We'll leave that there. I like it, Mr. Summerby. Oh, there we are. Dave over yonder. He's got it. Robert's Robots. He was this big sort of silver-faced bloke with this load of curly hair who was supposed to be a robot, but he was so fluid in his movements. He was the most unlikely robot that ever was. And every time Mr. Summerby, who was his inventor, made a remark about something or had a plan or something, and he would just keep going, I like it, Mr. Summerby, I like it. in that sort of gormless voice. Oh dear, there we go. Loved all that sort of stuff. Go on.
Just curious,
Yeah.
but how many more videos do you say we have?
We got 2 more.
2 more.
Yeah. And we got some art. Shall we go to the art? Shall we have a look at some art?
Oh, yeah,
We
that's an
do have
idea.
some art, ladies and gentlemen. This show is all art. All art. I like it, Mr. Summerby. I like it. Go on, do your impression of me doing an impression of Robert's Robots.
Oh, I like it, Mr. Summerby. I like
There we go. Fantastic. Let's go into the art gallery. Now the thing is, we've got to find the art gallery. Am I back here? Oh yeah, I'm back up. Where the hell did I had that little jingle in which to go and find it. I was going, I was just getting into the music there, and then it comes to a stop. Right now, Mister, is our lovely Andrew Norris out there? Lovely Julia.
Yes, Andrew Norris was out there. I said his name at the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah, you did. And of course, I'm feeling very embarrassed because I've yet to set up. Now, over the weekend, I do plan to set up the other machine so I can play the gallery music in whilst we do the gallery. So at the moment, I can't play it in. I do apologise. I know. So, Julia, what is one of your favourite artists? And tell us something about it whilst I quickly go and look for. Yes?
The only one that's coming to mind at the
George
moment is
Stubbs.
George Stubbs, yes, because of all his lovely horse drawings.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
Horse drawings? No, fine art. He did fine art, and he was the first person to really get into how to make the painting of a horse look like a real
And you've
horse.
got a very nice book that we found in Badger Books, if I remember rightly.
That's it. And I need to study that book
Yeah.
so I can do a little video on it.
Oh, yeah, we look forward to that because your video's gone down really well and everybody thinks you're an absolutely amazing. They think that bloke that you sometimes appear with, that bald one, the ugly one, you know, the one that hogs the screen, talks too much, that geezer. They think...
Oh, the one with the hump that limps.
Yes, that's the one with the hump with the one eye who goes...
The bells, I call her Juliet.
That was a very bad impression of the Hunchback of Notre Dame played by... what's the actor who played the Hunchback of Notre Dame in those films?
I can't remember.
But in the black and white one. Oh, what's it? I know his name so well. He also was in Hobson's Choice. Brilliant actor. It'll come to me. Somebody will put it up there.
I've just been corrected. Elford says you were supposed to say Andrew Norris is your favourite artist, Julia.
Yes.
I dropped the ball there.
Yes, you did drop the
he is
ball.
one of my favourite artists.
Charles
But
Lawton. Charles Lawton, thank you.
Also, Robert Croser says TLJ likes Brian Froud, and he is not wrong. Brian Froud.
Brian Froud. Who's Brian Froud when he's at home?
Brian Froud is an artist.
Yes.
Who he drew basically fairies and pixies and elves and trolls and things like that. And a lot of his artwork inspired Labyrinth, things like Labyrinth.
Brian, let's hang on. Let's have a look. Some of Brian. How do you spell his name? Frout.
Froud. No, it's was it Labyrinth? No, I think. Oh, come on, Croser, help me out.
Ah, hang on a minute. We got some picachars here. Would you like to see some picachars? Here we go.
Oh yes.
So this is quite a nice big one. Let's see if we can get that a bit bigger. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't we see some of this before? Did we go through this before? Sort of rings.
We may have touched upon it before.
Lovely picachar here. Look at that.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
Ah, yeah. It's funny. I can see you. I can see you in that picture. Yeah, I can see you're just here. Look, just there, behind that woman thing. There's a cup.
Yeah. I'm the one going like this.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, down there. You mean down there? I can see where you mean.
No, the other side. The other
Oh,
side.
this side. That one.
No, down.
Oh, this one.
Oh.
That one.
What? There. That one.
The one squatting on the tea bag at the back.
My apologies. I was looking at the wrong dang screen, wasn't I?
Oh, there we go. Interesting stuff. Oh, this is an interesting one. Is this one of his?
Wow.
Is this one of his? Hang on, just going to try and blow it up. When I say blow it up, I don't want to get arrested for it. There we. Oh yeah, that must be his. Curious.
Yes, that's the one. Robert Croser says,
Yeah.
does elves and fairies. He did the character design for Labyrinth and Dark Crystal. I was thinking Dark Crystal, but I threw myself off. And yeah, he did Labyrinth as well. But thank you, Robert.
Right, okay. So we have some art here, and that's not it. I did have it. Here we go. This is from Michael White.
Wow.
Look at that.
Gosh, that looks like Jenna Coleman.
Who's Jenna Coleman when she's at home?
Jenna Coleman, she was in Doctor Who. She's been lots of other things, but she was in Doctor Who. She was Matt Smith.
She was Matt Smith?
No, she was Matt Smith's companion, his doctor's companion.
Ah, yeah.
Wow, look at that. Beautiful, delicate butterfly there.
That is amazing. That is one of our listeners, viewers even. And that's his fantastic art. We did see some of his, and he said in his email, he said, Richard, I'll send you these two. There's another one to have a look at in a second. And he said, but I don't want to. I won't send any more for a while because I don't want to hog it. And I thought, no, send them in, mate. Send them in.
Give us more.
Yeah, this is very beautiful. I mean, this is professional work, isn't it?
Yeah, we're hungry for your work. So feed me, Seymour. Feed me now.
I want to know where you exhibited and. What the story is behind not only the art, but your story about, did you go to art school? Have you been doing it long? Do you still do it? All those sort of things I think would be fascinating to find out.
God, I can't stop looking at it. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, there it is back again. I just pressed the wrong button there. I meant to go over to, I forget how to do this now, browser. There we go. Yeah, so that would be fantastic. Where is Michael out there? Is he out there tonight? He must be out there.
I thought I saw him out there.
I thought I saw
I thought I saw him. Didn't I see his name at the beginning? I think I did.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the other...
I do it so often. It melds together in my head.
I'm just getting the other picture lined up. These were quite small, so I've had to blow them up a bit, but they don't lose anything. Yeah, I hope Michael doesn't mind me blowing them up. They'll go back in tatters, of course, when I return them. I should have done that thing they do on Vision On, where they go, I'm very sorry, but we cannot return all the pictures that you send in. I wonder what Vision On did. They can't return them. I bet they rip them up and shove them through a shredder or something and then, put them on the fire, or the old Blue Peter bonfire. Do you remember watching Blue Peter and how they used to show kids how to become pyromaniacs? Now, this is what you do, kids. You roll up a nice piece of newspaper, you set light to the end, you go into your house. Your dad, make sure your mum and dad and your baby brother is out of the house when you do this, and make sure your insurance is up to date. But you can get a lot of money, apparently. No, that was really good. Here is the next one of Michael White's amazing stuff. Look at that. That, I think, is a small... a miniature. I think I only get that from the impression because of the size of the frame, and I've had to blow it up a bit. But that's lovely, with a mask. She's obviously about to go into the supermarket there, making sure she's protected in case she gets a bit more of the COVID, which has caused a rather nasty spider's web on her back, which is a bit of a shame. But amazing work, isn't it, Julia?
I'm lost for words.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So,
I love the way he's done the hair.
Yes. Well, of course, I can't do that with mine, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know if Michael is out there. If he's not out there, get out there quick, mate, because we want to ask you all a million questions. There must be more people who do a bit of art. But anyway, that is rather special. But don't think that you've got to be to that standard to send your stuff in to the show by any means.
Nope.
Do you want to see a bit
We appreciate all levels.
All levels. Do you want to see some bad art? Hang on.
You're going to show your own? Or mine?
No, I'm going to show mine. I'm going to find it. This is some bad art. This is what I was doing. Oh, that's a bit rude. Let's have a look, see if I can find something. Oh, here we go. Hang on. I'll show you. This was me trying to do some art. Struggling. You see, it is difficult. Robert Croser showed us some art, which really surprised me how good that was. But this is some of my crappy art. Hang on a minute. Unfortunately, my webcam is not so good, but it isn't. I mean, I don't know how long he obviously had a knack, but I haven't got a knack. Here we go. This is my sort of workbook, one of these workbooks where I've been trying stuff. The light isn't very good here. just trying to draw people and trying to get proportions. I mean, look at this poor sod. Absolutely dreadful. But I was, trying to get characters, trying to get their heads and faces, shapes of people. My people seem to be very long and lanky. I couldn't quite get the proportions right. And then I was trying different angles, like looking down. Oh, this was supposed to be Wally, Jeffrey, and Deirdre from the Dimwits, or what did I call it in the end? The book, Escape from Snod Hill. So you had Wally Bonehead. That's right, they were the Boneheads, and then Jeffrey Bonehead, and Deirdre Dimple. And I just found it so difficult to create pictures. These were copies. I tried to just copy. That was me trying to. Oh, that was me. That was my lap. That was me trying to work out somebody holding onto a pole vaulting stick. And that's I just really, this was trying to get Splidge the Crag Flinger throwing the crag. That's better. Really difficult.
They are marvellous,
No, it's so bad. I really though that's a sad one.
Yeah, that's a bit macabre.
And that's a bloke in a swing. I mean, I was getting there. I stopped too soon. That's the trouble. I needed to just keep practicing.
Yeah, you just have to keep throwing yourself at something like this.
Because if the limbs and things are easy. What was that? Somebody... Oh, rowing a boat. I was trying to get people this chapter row a boat. Oh, that was trying to do snug and... Look at this geezer. I haven't looked at these. I don't know when I did them now. This was snug. Trying to get snug. Women were difficult. Running was tricky. There's a woman for you. I wasn't very good at women. She was a bit blokish. Anyway, enough of that rubbish.
Wait, can I have a look at that? Oh, never mind.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry. Look at what?
The one to the one with the crown.
The king. This is the... I was trying to draw a king.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I don't know why. I like the way you've done that crown. It's just... There's something that makes me smile about it.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable. Thanks for showing us those.
It just took some time. I just found it's a real I would like to... Oh, there's better ones up this end.
Can you tell what that is?
I'll show the others on another occasion. Oh, so difficult. I found it really, really difficult. But I wish I'd kept going because I could have been much better now. I did... Oh, what am I doing? See, I'm rubbish at this stuff. Rubbish at everything. Struggling way.
Oh, shut
up. So,
shut up.
Is it worth going to have another video? I think it is, don't you?
Yeah, dude, just 1 second.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Wait. Can you tell what that is?
Oh.
The tree is something separate.
Oh, the tree. That looks like...
No, that is something else.
Oh, right. The one with a beard. Is it a belly dancer?
No, it's actually... Oh, hang on. I can't tell. That's the forehead. That's a nose. These are cheekbones. That's hair.
Is it upside down?
It's someone like this.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
I said, is it upside down?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I should have said yeah, not no.
Yeah, that does help.
Anyways.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, well, we want to see more of your stuff.
Have you still got those images of the stone art I've done? Oh, here's one that I didn't send picture of.
Oh yes, your stone art. Sorry, I was thinking, what the hell is she on about? Yes, of course, I've got yours. Yes, yeah. No, we're supposed to be showing yours. Sorry about that. I didn't mean
that was supposed to be a golden eagle.
Golden eagle down like
and a cat.
Golden.
This is unfinished.
Yeah.
That's going to be a moon, but it's actually a big old hagstone.
A big old hagstone.
Yeah, because it's long. Look at it.
Yeah. No, oh yeah. I see what you mean.
So it's a tubular one. It's totally tubular, man.
I just got to try. I'm just trying to find your. I don't know where I put them now because I downloaded them or you sent them to me or something happened. You sent them on an email, didn't you?
Yeah, somewhere around. I've got the starts of Constanza, but I need to finish that for floating our boat. It's just so that they can take a bit of her with them.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
that's right. Because
Silly thought process. Hagtastic, says Nutka Seaglass about this one. I picked up another one today. Actually, it looked like it was like in the shape of. It was quite flat, but it was in the shape of the old fertility goddess.
yeah.
Or symbol. Can't remember what it's called though. But yeah, so I was like, pick that up. I know who needs that. So I've got someone in mind that I'm going to paint this idol on it and put a nice thread through it and give it to her. Hang by her door. That might hopefully bring her some more luck. Oh yes, look at that. That's a unicorn and a hare.
A unicorn. That's lovely.
Under the light of the moon.
It's lovely. Absolutely charming. And it can't be easy painting on stones, can it?
No, I mean, I've got these lovely pens. I'll show them in a minute. These acrylic paint pens, which once you get to grips with them, you can do some quite nice things with it. I have to say though that unicorn and hare have gone through a few stages because it was left under the rain for a while and started peeling stuff. So I redid it, touched it up. It actually got better, and now it looks worse again.
Oh.
Yeah, this just a random little tree. I did that for one of my witchy friends who's into trees as well. That I did for another friend, which I still haven't managed to get to her yet. Yeah, just a rainbow heart and another hare with a few flowers around it. Some bluebells, a rose, a daffodil, daisy. What's that other yellow one? I'm not even sure.
Very nice. And the two nice feet at the bottom.
Oh yeah, my sparkly shoes is. Yes, that is the back of the Bold Explorer Hagstone that I painted.
Yeah, I think that's in here somewhere.
Yeah, it was on the table, on the desk for a while.
Yeah, I've got it here. I'll show you in a sec.
That's a little dachshund.
That's a little dachshund. And that's the last of this series. I don't know, what is that?
The Celtic Triquetra.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. But yeah, it's one of those never-ending linear designs.
And here is the Bold Explorer Hagstone jobby.
It's not focusing properly. But...
no, hang on a minute. We'll put it on the special focusing.
Special cam.
There's no light here. There we are. Oh, hang on, that way.
It's rubbish, that one. I didn't do very well on that.
But on the back, there it is. And what I do with that is I hang it around my neck at night. And as I turn over every night, if I toss and turn too much in the night, it swings like this and whacks me on the head. It saves me waking up, because then I'll fall asleep the following day, which is marvellous.
I just found another one of my stones. This one was actually painted before I got my acrylic paint pens, which I'll show in a minute. Can you tell what it is? Oh, don't make that quote.
Is it a frog? Is it a
yes.
purple unicorn?
Yeah, it might be. It might just be. I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can tell, but that's actually the mane is quite glittery.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
These were painted with nail varnish. It's a very rubbish little butterfly there, but it's very sparkly.
Yeah. Oh, look, and what do you call them? What's that toadstool called?
A flyer garrick.
Yes, flying garricks.
And then it is a hagstone again.
Yeah.
And I filled that with glitter.
Ah.
Glitter nail varnish. It's like a galaxy in there. You really can't see on the camera though.
Love the painted pebbles. Julia says she loves the painted pebbles. And nice work, Julia, says Station Master. Nutka Seaglass says Wollendorf Goddess or something. Little Lola, says Nigel Sadler, recognising Little Lola on that stone. And I have a picture of Juno done by my altar and blessed by Doreen Valent something. And Josephine says Savile. I don't know what Savile's got to do with it. And I can't read all of these weird words. You'll have to read them. I struggle with words that are not more than one syllable.
You know you've left it on me still.
Oh yes, I know. I'm deliberately.
All right.
Deliberately.
You're picking your nose?
Yeah, I was picking my nose and sticking things up my bottom. But we can come back to me now.
Rick M is asking what makes the hole in a hagstone. It's just literally where the where part of the stone is weaker, and it just gets weathered through by the sea.
Oh, is that how it works?
Or river water.
It's not one of these seahorses that drills it with his nose, or a sea woodpecker.
Well, you've let the myth out now, haven't
I
you?
know.
Duh.
I'm so sorry.
Acrylic pens, though.
Acrylic pens.
I can recommend something like this
Yes.
for stone painting.
Yeah.
They are very good. You have to put pressure on them to release some of the ink,
Right.
and then spread it, not ink, but the acrylic paint basically,
Yeah.
and spread it around. Yeah, they're very nice. They're very good.
Very nice.
Quite satisfying to
Oh,
use.
very satisfying. Very pleased. Time for
Very
a
good.
video now, and we'll come back to your comments, and we'll see if somebody wants to ring in and tell us about something. So we'll go into the video box, and it's time for Bernie, who, according to my list of exciting things, says here he's on the butts, not on the buses. He's up there on the butts with Ancient Man.
We're up here at Butts Brow. It's about 5:10 on a Sunday morning. The only other sign of life up here is a van parked up in the woods, and I'm keeping out of their way. But I wanted to bring you up here because this is where the original settlements in the area would have been. Bronze Age, Iron Age, Neolithic man. Up here on the tops of the downs. And these ancient walkways and pathways along the top here would have been where the different people from the villages would have gone to socialise, trade, fight. And here at Butts Brow, very much the crossroads really. Here's an ancient marker. As for when it's from, I have absolutely no idea. I don't think it's ancient, but it certainly marks. There's an old marker. It's a change from the current arrangement, which I'll show you. Even up here, you're expected to pay to park. You're ready to go for a walk in the fields. Have you paid and displayed? What are you supposed to do? Drop a coin in the box and drop your trousers? There you see the signpost. All the different places you can walk to from here. Jevington, Coombe Hill, Ratton, Beachy Head, Liberator Museum. This is part of what they call the Wealden Way. The sun is just coming up. In the very far distance, I just heard a cuckoo. Here we are. There is Pevensey Bay, looking across towards Hastings. On the other side, down there is Eastbourne, and as we pan round, there. The sun rising above the fire hills, the other side of Hastings, and the mist beginning to form there.
There we go. How about that? There we are, up on Butt's Brow over Willingdon, I think it is, in fact. Thank you so much, Bernie, for sending that in. Sorry, it looked like I just looked down to look at your name, but I was just aware that there were some other interesting comments there. But no, thank you so much. It's so good to see. Isn't it lovely, Julia?
Yes, that was lovely. Thank you very much, Bernie.
There we are. Switch it over the thing. Oh, nice drink.
Yeah, pint of water.
Oh, I got a pint of water here. Well, it's not... actually, mine's PLJ, you know.
Water for me.
Yeah, well, it's mainly water.
I've had my sugar intake for today.
Oh, how's the anti-sugar eating going?
Rubbish. I'm only being honest.
Oh, dear. It's good to get rid of it. But anyway, well done, Bernie. It says Dave over your great little video, Bernie. Says Robin Jones, which is lovely. It's nice, actually, because it's always good to see those bits of the country that we just can't get to, especially at the moment. So this is what I like, you know, getting up there, a bit of fresh air. I went out near Firle today. I unfurled myself, clambered out of the van and went for a stroll. This is good.
That reminds me, I've still got half of the preview to watch.
Oh, half of the preview. Oh, yes, because you get to see half of the preview, and then you get to see the other half at some other time.
No, I got distracted.
Mark, love it.
By the way,
sorry, go on.
sorry, I fluffed off your question about how the reduction in sugar intake
Oh, yes.
is going.
How's it going?
Sorry about that. No, yeah, it's going well. I certainly notice I don't get so much acid reflux or heartburn as I did.
Oh.
If I do have more sugar, then if I do have too much sugar, it just comes back like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. It's hard to do it, but once you've got rid of having, too much sugar and you've reduced it right down to an acceptable amount, which is as little as possible, then you will find the changes are remarkable. They really are.
Yeah.
I know it's easy to say. I mean, everybody does things which they would rather they didn't. We've all got dirty little habits that we don't want to tell anybody about.
Yeah, lots of people have vices. Some people don't have many classic vices, but
I'm sure blacksmiths have quite a few vices, and metal workers. Beautiful sunrise, says Kerry Baldwin. Mark's beautiful landscape is out there, and he says it's a nice early morning scene, Bernie. Absolutely. We haven't seen any of Mark's videos. Mark Selwood down there. I mean, he's probably busy selling bundles of sticks, isn't he, at the roadside by that wall of corn that he lives behind down there in Cornwall. Is Cornwall still closed down like the rest of us, isn't it? Because it was in tier 1 for one minute. I bet you can't remember what tier 1 was like. I can't remember. Do you remember meeting people, seeing friends, going for coffee? Do you remember that? Going into a pub. Do you remember that? Having a pub lunch?
Distant dream. Were we ever allowed to do that? I mean,
yeah, I've read about it in books. People would meet up in coffee houses and they would go to a pub, and all sorts of things happened. Dean Cooper, sugar. We got to ride 100 miles on my bicycle tomorrow. What's that got to do with sugar? Are you taking sugar with you? Delivering sugar? It's a new delivery round of delivering sugar. Not quite sure the connection there, but you'll need some energy, though. Eat some healthy food. Probably have some porridge would be good, but without any golden treacle spilled in. Kerry Baldwin says, I'm usually not a big sugar eater, but this lockdown has turned me into biscuits and cakes and all sorts. Licorice, all sorts, hopefully. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the worry, I think, isn't it? That people are eating too much and turning into lockdown potatoes. Are you a lockdown potato? Julia's... do you suffer from that? Have you, because you're at home, you're getting a bit bored, and what do you do when you're bored? You stuff your mouth full of stuff. That's why keeping yourself busy as much as possible is good. Nigel Sadler, what is a pub?
Yeah,
What's
I
a pub?
noticed that.
What's a pub? Heard of it? Heard the term? It rings bells. No, that's a church or a church tower.
Well, with a reduction in sugar in my diet, I am more likely to snack on things, which is bad.
Well, it depends what you're snacking on.
But then again, it depends if I'm having a low. If I'm having a real low, then I start stopping eating.
You stop.
I struggle.
You stop starting eating, or you stop
Stop
stopping
starting.
eating. Yeah.
Are you confusing me?
I got you confused. I got you confused. Nip, nip, cozy. Yeah, so we
Kip nosy.
Kip nosy. Well, we got another video to go, and we're going to see if anybody wants to ring in and talk about sugar content, shall we? Let's just sorry about that. I've just there's the number on the screen, but that's not where I wanted to put it. Hang on a minute. I wanted to put it on the other screen. Let me see. I scream in the name of the law. It's all very complicated.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
There we go. 0793 4746 790. Not one phone call in tonight's show, which is a bit outrageous.
No, that's what's going on?
Ramibu says, sorry to hear that, Mark. Hope you feel better. Which Mark is feeling ill? Is there a Mark feeling ill? It's Kernow, not Cornwall. Independence land of Kernow. What does that mean? So something's going over my head. Mark hasn't posted anything on his channel for quite a while. Oh, has he not? Why is that? We have a phone call. Wait a minute, it's HMRC, electronic voice. Wouldn't that be funny? Hello, caller. Welcome to the Vobes One-Eyed Kenobi Shobi with the lovely Julia at the helm.
Good evening, Richard. Good evening, Julia.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Robert Croser, but I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? Hang on. Robert, I'm just putting the sound up. I don't know why I can't hear you. Oh, the sound is right up.
Good evening, Andrew Norris. See, I told you I would. Good evening, Ricker.
Good evening. I know I'm putting it. Can you hear him?
I can't hear you at the back there. I can just hear a little tiny.
Have you got any volume on your phone?
Yes.
Could you put it on then? Hello?
I'm coming.
Whilst we're sorting
I'm
that.
coming. Shall we go to an ad break?
Mike Stevens says it's pronounced Kernow. Sorry.
What is
Kernow?
Yeah, well,
Kernow.
what is Kernow? What is it? What are they talking about? I don't understand. I've lost the.
Isn't it a place in Cornwall?
Oh, is it?
But they're just.
Is that all right?
Is it all right? You're like so quiet. I don't understand.
Almost can hear you. Almost.
I have to speak quietly because my son's in bed. That's why.
Right, but it's so quiet that I don't think anybody can actually hear it. Can anybody hear Robert Croser, who's...
Can you hear me now?
Oh my God, that's so much better, yes. What did you do?
Ooh.
Took the headphones out.
Oh, well, that makes a big difference, doesn't it? God, that made a big difference. Brilliant. Lovely to hear. Finally, there we are. Technology. How are you and how is Cumberland?
Wet.
Is it? Have you had any
wet.
Have you had any snow?
Where have you been? Have you not? I posted photographs on your page of all the snow we've had.
Oh, you have had snow.
He never Julia, he never visits his own page.
No, I haven't got time to go to the Bold Explorer group. I barely have time to go in. I go, oh my God, I better put some likes in. Like. Yeah, there we go. Because I'm making video. I'm doing so much work here, you know.
I know, you're a very hard-working person.
I'm a very busy man. Very busy man.
You're very hard work, yes.
Yes, I'm hard work for most people. You're quite right. You're not wrong.
I have no idea where that poetry video has gone. I've checked all the files on my work laptop and I just can't find it.
Oh, what a shame.
I thought I would recite it now.
Oh, okay.
Andrew keeps badgering me.
Ladies and gentlemen, some poetry. What's it called?
The Tay Bridge Disaster.
How long is it?
4 pages.
Oh my God! How big are the pages? We're running out of time here. I've got a video to put in yet.
I shall begin.
Okay, wait.
It's
what's it called? The Tay Bridge
Disaster.
Yeah, I'll introduce you. Bear with me.
William Topaz McGonagall.
You can do that bit. That's complicated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tay Bridge Disaster, read by Robert Croser.
This is the worst poem ever written. Believe you me,
Oh,
it
thanks.
is awful.
Well, why are you reading it on our show? We want a good poem.
I shall get into character.
Right.
I haven't got my kilt on.
Don't worry. If it's
Get
too
the
bad, I
general
can
idea.
fade you out.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful railway bridge of the Silvery Tay. Alas, I'm very sorry to say that 90 lives have been taken away on the last Sabbath of 1879. It will be remembered for a very, very long time. I must conclude my lay by telling the world fearlessly, without the least dismay, that your central girder would give away. At least many sensible men do say that they have been supporting on each side with buttresses. At least many sensible men confesses, for the stronger we our houses do build, the less chance we have being killed. I'm not making this up, it's a real poem. Isn't it, Andrew?
Keep going.
That God will protect all the passengers by high, nigh, and by day, that no accident will befall them while crossing the bridge of the Silvery Tay. For that would be most awful to be seen near by Dundee and Magdalen Green. 'Twas about 11 o'clock at night, and the wind blew with all its might. The rain came pouring down, and the sky seemed to frown, and the demons of the air seemed to say, I'll blow down that dreaded bridge of Silvery Tay. When the train left Edinburgh, and the passengers' hats light who felt no sorrow, but Boreas blew a terrific gale, which made their hearts for to quail, and many of the passengers fear did say, I hope God sends us safe across the Silvery Tay. But the train came near to Walmart Bay, Boreas did lay loud and angry bray, and shook the central girders of the bridge of Tay on the Sabbath of 1879, which will be remembered for a very, very long time. Oh. The end. It really is that awful.
Absolutely brilliant. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Please give the wonderful Robert Croser a big bag of potatoes for his performance there. Fantastic. There we are. The accident of the bridge of whatever it was called. Super.
William Topaz McGonagall, the worst poet in history.
Well, he gets it coverage on the Vobes show. What was the date of that poem?
I think it was written about 1900.
So yeah, Christ, goodness.
It goes on for a few more verses, but it gets worse and worse. I can't say it with a straight face. It's so awful.
And,
it is unbelievable. Google it, folks. You'll see for yourself.
Mark Donny McLeod says it is a real poem. Carry on reading. I have a haggis to stab. Goodness gracious. The original Tay Bridge was downfall of Thomas Booch. He died a broken man, I think, says Station.
He did.
Did he?
Thomas Booch was born in a place called Thursby that's just outside Carlisle.
Not outside Fryby.
There you go.
And close to Wemsby.
Oh dear.
That was a facepalm moment.
They're as bad as ever, aren't they, Julia?
They're
as bad as ever.
They are.
They don't get mocked.
The lovely Ramiboo there, who appreciated the reverb.
Good evening, Lisa.
So she appreciated the reverb I put on it as you spoke. I put a little bit of. You couldn't hear it, but the audience could hear. I was going through all the different effects on this desk. Unfortunately, there wasn't a robot voice. It's a shame because I wanted to get into robot voice. But
Andrew Norris says
there's lots of claps.
Nice. Andrew Norris says, "Nice one, Robert. You elevated the poem to a masterpiece."
Yes.
Thank you, Andrew. Yes, there's even a worse one, but I'll leave that. My 7-year-old wrote it.
Yes, and Rod Holborn says, "Is Richard messing about with the effects on his new desk?" Yes,
he is. He's having a right old play, isn't he?
I might well have done. Oh, where's my?
Yes. Rather, yes. You play away, Richard, as is your wont.
Rick M says Croser has a better Scottish accent than Mel Gibson anyway.
There you go. There's how about that? Fantastic.
Freedom. Yes, I'll let you go now, Richard, because you've got videos to play.
Got one more to play before we go.
Now I know I can phone you again.
Yes.
I will do.
So what did you do? Did you unblock your phone or something, or did it just...
Yes, yeah. It's a new phone. I've got a new phone, so
Well, it's
I
lovely
haven't
to hear
played
your
with it yet.
dulcet tones, and thank you for the
It's
poem
always lovely
live.
to hear me. Yes,
It
no
is.
problem, Richard.
Yeah.
I shall do another in future since my videos are so awful.
Yes, that's right. They're dreadful, but your presence here on the show is it's live, you know, and you can actually throw your insults at me in a live fashion, which is much easier.
Oh, as if.
As if, don't worry, because I could just put a bit of reverb on. Give us.
I've got microphones on myself. I
Give us-
don't have a pair of reverbs on.
Oh right, well, give us a really evil laugh, you know, like an evil McNasty.
All right. Let's see now.
That was brilliant. There we are. That's Robert Croser. He's typecast himself. Thank you so much for the call, Rob.
Not a problem, Richard. Richard, I shall speak to you again.
Top man. Look after
See ya.
yourself.
Love to the family.
Bye-bye,
Love to the family.
Julia.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There we go. It's always a laugh. Thank you so much. There we go. How about that? We do have fun on this show.
That was wonderful.
Usually at other people's expense, but we do have fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to nip into the video box for one last time. And it's the time of Mike Stevens, who has an interesting book to entertain us at home with. Take it away, Mike.
Hello, gentle folks all, and this is Mike. Today's talk is on a fantastic old book. It may not look much from the outside, but just wait till you look inside at it. Here's the outside of it. Here we are. It's called The Home Entertainer. Probably wouldn't look twice on it on a bookshelf, but just take a look inside. It says on the inset cover, entertaining friends, making them feel at home and making them want to come again is a gift, but a gift that can be acquired. And this book tells you how to acquire the gift. Just look at the table of contents there. With things like parties, games, puzzles, pastimes, fun for the children, conjuring and juggling, and so on and so on. So let's delve in and start. Plan parties. Look at this very odd game of surface dives. Isn't that strange? Surface dives. And the walking relay. Look at that fantastic picture there. The lines concentrated on this thing in this centre, which is meant to be an indoor campfire, and people gather round and tell stories, as you can see there. Party games. An orange battle, battling an orange with spoons there. How fantastic. Lemon golf, playing golf with lemons. Fantastic. Full of these little gems here. Let's just wove our way through. Paper and party games here. Oh, so it's full of such little gems here. Find the next section. Mirror writing. What a fantastic pastime that can be. Just anyone who's got access to a mirror and a pencil and paper can make use of that. Table tennis, I'm sure most of you know. Go to the next section. Conjuring and juggling tricks, how to do simple magic tricks. As I say, this book was a regular in my household when I was growing up. We didn't watch much TV because there wasn't much TV. Just 3 channels, BBC 1, 2 and the commercial ITV. How to do odd tricks, bouncing a chin on your plate on your chin, and so on. What else have we got? Amateur theatricals. How to set up a stage in your home with an audience on the lawn, and the stage and the canvas screen and so on, with the border and with the hedge of trees around the outside. Community songs, old folk songs and so on. Things like Old Lang Syne with the written music as well. Isn't this fantastic? The Ash Grove and English folk song. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, all the words and the music to it. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Oh, my darling Clementine, and so on. Loch Lomond, the lovely Scottish folk song there. Traditional British entertainment here, all written down for all to see. Simple card games, many of you would have played these, of course. Things like Bezique, Patience, Triplets, Crib, and so on. So quickly going through these. Into the next section. Tells us how to play chess and drafts, which is a bit beyond me, and so on. Garden games, how to have simple games in the garden if you're on lockdown. Look at all this. Oh, I've gone to the end there. Human croquet, you stand up, make an arch, and you blindfold the players, and you walk through. Human croquet. So, in summary, fantastic old book. Most people wouldn't even pick it up in a bookshelf. A home entertainer, but it kept me and my family entertained for years. So this is Mike signing off, and let us all find things to do on these long winter nights, even if it's just picking up an old book like this and learning from it. Thank you very much.
There we go. That's lovely, Mike Stevens. Thank you so much, Mike. And how interesting is that book there? How fascinating to see all those old things. And I wonder how many people would go to a book like that these days and just, you know, find things to do in lockdown. I think that's was fascinating.
That was a really, really good book. It looks like a really good one. I'd have liked it.
What I was interested in is the pictures of the people. They looked ever so sophisticated, didn't they? They were all in suits, lounge suits, and very, very thin people, and not like the sort of, you know, the sort of people it was actually aimed at, just your average person in their house. And they were very sophisticated people, but then they did have theatre in there, and they had gardens and all this sort of very, very nice stuff. Very, very nice. I couldn't see, you know, Tom Cobley down at number 32 Acacia Avenue, in case you're going in there and having a look, going,
Here, love, let's have a look at this and see what's in this we can have a go at.
Talking of Tom Cobley, I noticed that Dubai Doesn't turned up. Hello, David. We were talking about you at the beginning of the show. Beginning of the show, I was telling Julia about your wonderful invitation to Dubai to whisk her away and leave me.
That would be fab.
And we did say how marvellous that would be. So yeah, we're packing our bags. So I hope you're well over there in Dubai. It's nice to see you.
By the way, Mike Stevens, loved the video.
Yep.
It did send me into a bit of nostalgia for last, you know, the first lockdown when the lovely Peter Lowry would call in. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Oh,
yeah, we haven't.
gosh, I missed.
We haven't seen Peter Lowry, and just so you know, I did get in touch with Peter Lowry because every now and again, you know, people disappear, and you think, oh, I hope they're all right. I hope an aeroplane, a pheasant hasn't fallen out the sky into a teacup that we were talking about earlier. And I did get them, and they did say that they had some things that they needed to sort of deal with, and one of those was not watching the Vobes. No, they would come back in due course. I think sometimes people watch the show. They watch the show, they get invested in the show, they do it, and then, you know, it's like, oh, I've seen a bit of that. It's all a bit samey, as Mark Selwood once said. And unfortunately, it stuck. And
unfortunately, it's just part of the process, isn't it? People come, people go, and that's just life, and it's sad. But
yeah, people move on. It's like Barry and Fade, and somebody said Glastonbury Gabriel. You know, the people come and they go, and some people, of course, have come and gone that we never even knew were there because they've not participated. I'm sure there's loads of people like that. And, you know, and then they suddenly pop back and they're very welcome, of course. So don't get too perturbed. I know that you're very welcome. Let's get it arranged when it's possible. That would be great. I've got to get a passport, though, David Chamberlain. I have got to get a passport organised because, as I was trying to explain, my EU red passport, you know, Chairman Mao's book, it expired, luckily, and I managed to escape. from that party. So I'm waiting for the lovely blue versions, so the nice British blue ones, so I can say, yes, I say, old chap, I say, absolute sure. Are you going to read my passport? Oh, marvellous, wacko. Where do I sit? I sit next to the captain. What are the old, the hostesses like? Are they all right, are they? Oh, right, all right, I say. Oh, she's a bit of a cracker, isn't she? Yes, I want a nice typical British one there, so to speak. Search for Copendorama. If that doesn't work, then search for something else. Great video, says Dubai Dozen. Mike Stevens says it was written by lots of people and edited together. I'd love to... Oh, I think in the 1930s, yes. When people were beginning to, think of things to do, get round the piano and entertain themselves. Oldham's Press did a lot of wonderful books, says John B., from the 50s and 60s. And Jeffrey Harrison says, when you're ready to go on holiday, I'll take you to the airport in the Jaguar. Oh, Jeffrey Harrison, who I met this morning, I must point out, has this incredible... There's I in my lovely van, which looked like nothing compared to his rather amazing Jaguar, which has a television in it. But...
What?
Yeah. But... you know those pictures, he was telling me about it. You know those pictures where you get... 2 pictures on one page and you go like this, you bend it like that and you get one picture, and you bend it like that, or you tilt it like this and you tilt it like that.
Yeah.
Well, the television is like that, so that on one side the passenger can see the telly, but the driver out of the same screen sees the sat nav.
Huh. Now that's a bit clever, isn't it?
If you turned it the other way round, of course, you'd see television upside down as a driver, which would be no good unless it's obviously Australian telly. And the sat-nav would be taking you the wrong direction. How about that? And he says not only that, the seats massage you. You're sitting in the thing, and they start to, hands come out, and they start. Hello.
Sounds like the wall of hands in Labyrinth.
Is it the wall of hands? Yeah, that's what happens. Nice to see you. Are you having a nice time? Look, there's a car coming. Yes, I think the hands get rather intense if you're on the motorway. It's like, concentrate. But that would be lovely. It's going to take us to the airport and everything. How about that? Thank you very much, Jeffrey, when you're ready.
Somebody was asking if all the Vobesters can come to Dubai, and asking me that. I don't think it's up to me, is it?
Who was asking?
I can't remember.
We all want to go to Dubai now. We want a busload.
The Eastbourne couple.
Yeah, when we can take the masks off, we want a busload. Rami Boo says, my car has seat warmers.
Mine too. So does your van.
My van does do that, actually. My other car didn't. My other car had bum coolers. Nigel Sadler says, he let you have a go in the car. No, I didn't have a go. He didn't let me in the car. He said, no, can you stand well back out the car, please? He said, stand well back, mate. Well back. Beach Rider says, I don't think I would want a massage seat. No way. Only if the back massage slightly. I think it was really good. Robin Jones says, we had a Rolls Carnardly. And Canardly. Is it Canardly? I misread that just now. I thought it was a roll candy. A roll of candy. But there we are. Vobesters, LOL. Love it. Boom, boom. Roll down one side and candidly get up the other. Dun-dun-dun. Marvellous. Our car still has window winders, says Eastbourne couple. My first car was a Morris Traveller, and it had a winder. Used to stick it in to wind the motor up. That's true. The old Morris Traveller, old Morris 1000.
If we're going to talk about first cars, my first car was a white Citroen LNX.
Ooh.
LNX? I think, or LN. I can't even remember anymore, but it was like a big Lego car.
Oh.
And it was, it was properly built like a brick as well.
Fantastic. Put my name down, says Ian Dance. Looks like we're all going. So there we are. What we need is someone a defender. Is it a defender? With a heart next to it. I don't know what that is. Anyway, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We run out of time. We're over time.
We're over time.
But I think we got through all the videos. Thanks to Bernie, Ernie, and Mikey. To
Thank you, and thank you.
and to Michael White for the art, and
Thank
for
you all.
everybody who's been giving us thumbs ups and typing. For all those.
Thank you to Crosa for calling and giving us that poem.
Yes, we thoroughly enjoy. I wish I had one of those, because when I used to do the old studio, when I used to do the Vobes show before, and it was just audio and it was a podcast, I could have a machine so someone could call in and say something. I could record it there and then and play it back. So I could have played back the that Robert Croser recorded, but obviously that's a recording of me earlier this morning when I got out of bed thinking, oh, it's time to do another Vobe show.
The Eastbourne couple, I think they're asking if I have a Land Rover Defender. No, I've got a hybrid, Mitsubishi hybrid.
Oh, a Mitsubishi hybrid.
Not that I can afford to put fuel in it at the minute. It's just, we can only go as far as the electricity will last in the battery.
How far is that?
About 20 miles.
Oh, right.
If you drive carefully. Because it's not meant to run just on the electric.
Oh, isn't it?
No. I mean, it can, as we're proving, you know, but it's
20
not
miles.
meant to do that all the
Some of
time.
them go like 300 miles, don't they? Some of these electric cars.
Yeah, when they're purely electric, yeah.
Right.
They can do that.
Yeah. Oh, well. So we go. That's marvellous. That Mitsubishi hybrid, a mongrel. Is it a mongrel?
Mongrel. No, she's my beautiful iceberg.
Oh.
She sounds like the most lovely, well, she's the loveliest milk float sounding vehicle you'll ever get.
And
I fluff
wonderful show. Glad I caught it live and not the replay. I thought live replay is still great. Fancy car, Julia. Show us a picture of it. Where would
I don't have a picture of it available,
No.
but you could look one up if you want to.
Who, me?
It's a Mitsubishi Outlander.
Yeah, Mitsubishi, itsy bitsy Mitsubishi Land Rover.
Or as my dear friend Cheryl's son calls it, oh gosh, is it lots of fishies or something like that? Oh, so annoying. It's so cute. You know when kids say the silly things, like Elijah used to say "duvet" for duvet. I love it. And powwow for power. But yeah.
Hospital for hospital. I used to say
Yeah.
that. And Snignal.
Snignal, yeah.
For signal. When my dad worked in aerials, he would say, you know, I'd say, hey, Dad, have you got a Snignal? Have you got there's no Snignal coming through, Dad? Dear, oh dear. I like my guzzler, says Nootka Seaglass. Don't know what that is. Are you saving up for Tesla, Julia?
If only.
I'm saving for some Teflon. It's not quite the same.
You're funny.
You can just
Tish.
slip on the road. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. Thank you so much for everything. It's been very wonderful. Thank you, Julia, for coming on the show as well and all of that. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Thanks for thumbing up the lovely Julia's video today, which was rather spectacular. Lots of bubbles going on there. I don't know what's happened there. She's fighting the bubble machine.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I was trying to silence myself so you didn't have to hear it going. Sorry.
It's all right. That was not bad at all, says Dave over yonder. Oh, good. I'm glad it wasn't bad. I have an escort, says Robin, called Fiona. Oh, hello. Nice. Shall I do you now, sir? Lovely. There we go. Anyway, that's it. Still using the Allen and Heath there, says Rod Holborn. No, not using the Allen. I've had to put it away because there was just not enough room. This is what it looks like now in the studio, apart from all the wires and bits and pieces and the weight holding the microphone up because it's so heavy. That's what the desk is looking like at this moment in time. Two little mixers. So there we go. How about that? That's all it is. Anyway, thank you to lovely Julia for doing the show. Thanks for watching, everybody, and all that sort of stuff. Thanks for the phone call. There'll be a video tomorrow, of course, on the Bald Explorer channel. There'll be the Sunday chat on Sunday. And then we'll carry on next week with the usual nonsense that we do. So join us again on Monday at 8 o'clock. In the meantime, don't forget you can be a patron, send tons of money because we need it. And give Julia a big thumbs up on her video today because she did well. We're going to get her to do some more videos. That
was really weird, by the way. When you did that the first time, we both had done it at the same time. Because I was about to say thank you very much for all the lovely comments and thumbs ups on the video I featured in today. I'm very grateful, very humbled.
He was great.
And also, thank you, Dubai Dozen, again for all those gifts. And Ramabu, I can't wait to see what you've put in this box. And I feel so weird with people sending me stuff. It's like, oh my God, I've got nothing to do in return. And I really appreciate it and all. But yeah, I do feel really guilty.
You do the show, Julia. You do the show. This is what we do. This is what we do. And I saw that Lisa said, she was hoping to see you open the box on the. I haven't got it over there. We're in lockdown at the moment, unfortunately, so you can't just sort of go around. Also, you've given me instructions to sort the box in a specific way, and I haven't yet done that because I've been so busy running around. I haven't had a moment to myself, apart from lighting the Essie and eating dinner. So I will try and get that done. So over the weekend, we will try and get that done, and maybe Julia can record a video or something, so that Lisa can see what it looks like. But anyway, there we go. She knows what it looks like because she put it in the box.
She can see my grateful face, though.
Oh yes, there we go.
It's like this. No, that looked rubbish.
Give us the grateful face.
I don't know. I can't do. Wait. No, that's. Oh my God! The harder I try, the worse it gets. No, it's like when you're trying to be really sincere, and you want people to really, you're being sincere, and the harder you try, the more you sound like you really don't mean it.
Yeah. One more. Go on. One more time.
You see my face, and there's like, oh no, I hate that face. Just get rid of it.
There we go. That's the grateful face. That's the grateful face, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me on the show. Thank you very much for doing the show as well, for making it possible. That's what I mean. Yeah. And thank you everyone for watching. Take care, guys.
Take care. Look after yourselves. It's been a joy. Until next time, from Julia and I, arrivederci.
Bye for now.
Goodbye. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Sorry.
It didn't work.
Press the wrong button.